Welcome everyone to FRW Flatline episode 46. My name is Mikey from the front, and we have one hell of a stacked card here tonight. Opening, as you can see, we got J. George Estrella teaming up with the notorious scumbag Devin Moore to team against the Morte Division champion Atsushi Onita and Trevor Phillips. Both of the wire death matches at F1 Climax Night 2 will collide here in a tag team contest for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Followed that by a 8-man tag between the one-step division bracket at the F1 Climax, as we have Casanova Valentine teaming with Darby Allin, Trent Acid, and Tony Deppen take on the Hangman, Adam Page, the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, Chris Statlander, and Isaiah Brandy and Cody Rhodes will team tonight to take on the Women's Champion China and Kevin to the Click. Nick Jackson with his brother Matt at his side, his manager, take on JT Dunn with Chris Hero at and Martha take on Jeff Hardy in a lumberjack match, and will be the other participants in the number one contenders bracket. Another tag team match on deck afterwards as The Undertaker teams with Tomohiro Ishii to take on the Cleaner, Kenny Omega, and the man they call Sting. And in our main event, no disqualifications. Somehow, someway, Shawn Michaels managed to weasel his way in as special guest referee. Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Nick fucking Gage for the first time ever. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all here on deck 4. FRW Flatline episode 46. So let's get on with the action here as J. George has Onita in a sharpshooter for a second there and a fireman's carry taking down on it. But Onita with a kick to the face getting J. George off him. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, J. George is in this match because he's got a barbed wire death match against Trevor Phillips at F1 Climax Night 2. Which will be Monday, August 10th, and Tuesday, August 11th. Those are the 2 days for the F1 Climax pay-per-view event. Night 2 will be taking place, of course, on Tuesday, August the 11th. A little different than our usual Saturday schedule. Trust me, there's a very good reason for that, but that's a little bit of personal reasons, so I will not get into why we're doing on Monday and Tuesday for this particular show. We'll be back to Saturdays for our next pay-per-view, which will not be titled School Days this year. It'll be our anniversary show, a 1-year anniversary show. Well, alright, every year around September will be the anniversary event, but that's besides the point. We gotta get through the F1 Climax first, ladies and gentlemen. Come on! Well, now Trevor Phillips and Devin Moore are in the ring. Well, last week, J. George came out and started brawling with Trevor. It just completely came out of nowhere until we received, I'm sure you all saw on the Facebook page, and now I'm posting it to the Twitter as well as my personal Instagram. J. George put out a Roadman. So yeah, just put it on the Twitter account at FRW Official on Twitter. Yeah, so last week, Jay George attacked Trevor Phillips from behind and instigated a brawl. Onita had no idea why he was doing so until he received that message from him and challenging him for a barbed wire deathmatch at F1 Climax Night 2, of which, of course, Trevor accepted that challenge, but under one condition. It had to, oh yeah, my apologies, John. Jay George actually challenged Trevor to a one-on-one match with no disqualifications. Trevor accepted. Oh no, wait a second, what's Trevor doing? No, jackknife powerbomb off the apron to the floor. Trevor Phillips and Jay George still fighting. Oh, he did not have the strength to pick up Trevor though. Did not have the strength in the back to pick Trevor up though. Not a surprise there, ladies and gentlemen. Now these two are brawling on the outside, very similar to last week, as Jay George now going for not one, not two, but three amigos, as referee Chris plays at 18. We're at 19, and we are at 20! Jay George has defeated Trevor Phillips by countout. You're not going to get the win that way. At the F1 Climax Night 2, Trevor Phillips is pissed off that he just lost by a counter to Jay George, and he grabs Jay George back to the outside. They're brawling again. They're brawling again, right in front of our French announce team. French announce team better clear. Phillips now, spine buster through the announce table. Onita now, dragging Trevor to the back. Devin Moore trying to fight with Onita as well. I don't think Devin Moore feels that they got enough of touching here in this match. They didn't have enough time in the ring together to fight, so Devin Moore's trying to brawl with Onita now. The other referees are coming out. Security is coming out. My God, ladies and gentlemen, well, we get that settled. We move on now to 8-person tag team action, I should say. Remember, the 8-person tag team match between the one-step division bracket. Casanova Valentine teaming with Darby Allin, Travis, and Tony Devlin to take on Adam Page, Carl Anderson, Chris Statlander, and Isaiah Cassidy. This is sure to be one hell of a 8-person tag team match with those names involved. Pretty fitting that Evil left LIJ recently, though. They have Trent Acid. It's like, hey, we lost one, but we gained one. And Isaiah Cassidy. Alright, here we go. Just had a quick share to the groups, and yeah, both teams have moved over to the ring. Casanova Valentine, Carl Anderson, hits a heartthrob machine gun, kicking things off here in this tag match. Remember, 45-minute time limits in these matches since it is non-title. The only exception to that rule is, of course, the F1 Climax itself. No time limits in those, in all 24 matches. The first round alone, ladies and no, I'm kidding. This is how the F1 Climax is going to work out. We're going to start with the one step. So this bracket right here. So the one step division is going to have the longest amount of rest and relaxation and in between matches when it comes to the final. They're going to have the longest time in between matches when it comes to R&R getting mentally prepared. Granted, they're going to probably be watching the rest of the tournament to see who they'll be facing in the finals, whoever the winner actually is, as the Hangman drives down Trent Acid, but too close to the rope, says the referee, Tad Karima. Trent now tagging in Darby Allin. Wait a second, what's Darby doing? Oh my God! I don't even know what to call that, but it was off the apron, and it was a brutal move, ladies and gentlemen. Fred's announced team was given another table after J. George went through it, courtesy of a spine buster by Trevor Phillips. That's how quick we are in FRW. If a table breaks, we have one on standby. Hopefully that one lasts. I mean, you never know with this match. So we could. Hold on now, Darby Allin. Oh. I was going to say Darby Allin had Chris Statlander rolled up for a second there, but Statlander able to kick out. Now Darby Allin off that. Oh, okay. Thought he was going to jump off the top rope, but he decided against it. Now we are going shot for shot. The Alien, and based on his theme song, ladies and gentlemen, the man who fell. Yeah, I know that's done, but it's something. Oh, modified coffin drop, short coffin drop it from the looks of it. Also could just be a regular senton, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I just realized something. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people from AEW here in this matchup. Would I say Cassidy, one half of Private Party, Darby Allin, of course, I believe he's the soon-to-be #1 contender for the FTW World's Championship. As he's going one-on-one with Brian Cage, it seems he has problems with Brian Cage, I should say. Chris Statlander, of course, former #1 contender to AEW Women's Championship, and of course Hangman Adam Page, member of the Elite. As of now, at least, I can't really speak on that. One half, of course, of the AEW World Tag Team Champions with the cleaner Kenny Omega, who will be in the World's title bracket. So we could see a clash of AEW Tag Champions, as Darby Allin does not get the win with the code red there, only getting a 2 count. Now tagging in the Machine Gun Carl Anderson. But Darby Allin tagging in Tony Deppen, who hails from the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania. And we are going shot for shot. Carl Anderson, Tony Deppen, who's going to win it here? Who's going to win this shot for shot exchange? And Tony Deppen gets the win. But of course he goes down not too far after Carl Anderson. Now dragging their front face lock down Deppen to closer to the center of the ring, I should say. I almost said to the center of the ring, but as we can see, it was like off center. Surprised these two teams have been working relatively well together. I mean, all the tag-ins, no one's tagging from behind or smacking each other to make a tag-in. gentlemen. Just had a quick get ready notifications on Facebook. Tony Deppen now in the ring with Chris Statlander, and to my knowledge, and honestly, I could be wrong. I don't think those two have ever met in the ring before, so it's really interesting to see how. Wait a second, Darby Allin again. Oh, no, the straight jacket German suplex. That's what I'm going to call it, ladies and gentlemen. How Carl Anderson is still fighting. How Hangman Adam Page is still fighting after taking that maneuver is beyond me. But how is Carl Anderson even in control? Ain't enough to get a 1 count on Darby Allin. Now tagging in Isaiah Cassidy. I guess now he's going to go lick his wounds after that. Frankensteiner by Darby Allin there to Isaiah Cassidy, dropping the knee does Darby Allin. Darby is the one-step champion. It's very interesting. I mean, how the brackets will fall here, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. I mean, it's really just all randomized, pretty much. Pictures, because I don't want to do the in-game tournament. I want to do completely randomized brackets. I have a app to do exactly that, so I'm just getting pictures off. I can do that after. So 2.9. Casanova Valentine almost got the win over Hangman Adam Page, now tagging in Trent Acid. Hangman tagging in Chris Statlander. And this is a match I know hasn't happened before. Trent Acid versus Chris Statlander. Very interested to see what they can do. But back to what I was saying, depending on how brackets come to be, like, we all know that the brackets were, hold on now. Muscle Buster by Chris Statlander! Like, we know the brackets for the world's title are already set. We know Stone Cold is going to face off against Shawn Michaels. We know Sting's going to face off against The Undertaker. We know Vader wants Nick Gage in a rematch, so Nick Gage is getting the second world's title match, because that's how it's going to pretty much work out. Whoever the world champion is pretty much defending their championship in the World's Championship bracket, and will then again defend their title in the finals. So we could see as many as 4 World's Heavyweight Championship matches, as is the one-step division champion. Darby Allin will be defending his championship against whoever he gets paired off with in the bracket. So next week I can now confirm all 7 of the non-champion participants in the one-step division championship will compete in a 7-person scramble match to determine who will get to be paired with Darby Allin for the one-step championship. The rest will be completely randomized, don't get me wrong, but yeah, so next week, I mean, the remainder of the brackets will be completely randomized, so you know how it is when it comes to that. The only non-randomized thing is, of course, the world's title bracket and the number 1. Because, I mean, Tony Ishii and Kenny Omega get, like, lumped together out of what's left, and that's a shame to say about the caliber of athlete that the 2 of them are. But yeah, the number 1 contenders bracket, with the exception of Ospreay and Tremont, will be completely randomized, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, never mind. Just to do it, yeah. I forgot my app randomized it anyway. Oh. It was worth the try. Oh my God, how did Casanova sneak the sickle in? There's disqualifications, and I know it's referee's discretion at the end of the day, but gee, there's gotta be a limit. Because Cass was really digging in. Cassidy going to the top rope for a top rope elbow drop. So again, next week it will be Chris Statlander versus Carl Anderson versus Hangman Adam Page versus Isaiah Cassidy versus Trent Acid versus Casanova Valentine versus Tony Deppen in a 7-way scramble match. The winner will face off against Darby Allin for the one-step championship in the first round of the one-step bracket. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be one hell of a match. I cannot wait for what's going to happen in that one. Asshole indeed. Someone sent me a video. There's a guy on a motorcycle. He's really fast. He tries to do a wheelie and completely wipes out. Oh boy. 2.9 for Trent Acid on.
Give up.
Onto the Hangman Page. Hangman able to kick out. Wait a second now. Again. Oh! Driver by Hangman Adam Page. Standing shooting star press 1. 2.9. 2.9. If anyone in this matchup gets a win, not named Darby Allin, that is huge momentum. Not only going into the F1 climax, but huge momentum going into the tournament itself, ladies and gentlemen. Darby Allin now. Oh, sidestep does Chris Statlander, and hold on now. Oh, driving Darby Allin face down. Could be seeing a preview of the first round of the F1 climax here in Darby Allin versus Chris Statlander. The only match where that possibilities of the F1 climax first round we will not be seeing in this matchup is, of course, Darby versus Casanova, Darby versus Trent Acid, Darby versus Tony Deppen, because they're on the same team in this matchup. This is one of the preview matches. Snap suplex by Darby Allin, now goes to the top rope. Waiting for Statlander to get up. Coffin drop! Bringing down Statlander down 2, 3! Darby Allin gets the win, proving his dominance as champion, ladies and gentlemen. Darby Allin is now having all the momentum with 2 weeks left until the tournament. With a coffin drop, Darby Allin gets the win for his team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to a 2-on-2 tag team match. Brandy will team with her husband, Cody. Brandy Rhodes will team with her husband, Cody, the American Nightmare, to take on the click representation of course, the FRW Women's Champion, Chyna and Kevin Nash. This is sure to be one hell of a tag team altercation between the Golden Elite and the Clique. Generational clash here in this matchup. Speaking of Clique, I'm putting it here now. Shawn Michaels is like this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Don't matter to me. The way I see it is Shawn Michaels wants to stay in the F1 class. He's going to call the match between Stone Cold and Nick Gage right down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to call it as fair as he possibly can. I know it's no disqualification, so I'm going to let those two destroy each other pretty much. But seriously. Because if he doesn't, if he tries to screw Stone Cold over, which I'm sure was his plan the entire time, he will be kicked out of the F1 Climax. And I'll let Stone Cold have his one-on-one match against Shawn Michaels next week. And I will find a suitable replacement for the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. So everyone wins besides Shawn Michaels if he tries to cheat. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. If Shawn Michaels has any plans under his sleeve, I'm pretty sure I just put the kibosh on him. Now Kevin Nash and Cody Rhodes are going against each other. And Cody kicking out before a 1 count is even made. Kevin Nash staying in control here. Oh, now tagging in Chyna does big sexy Kevin Nash. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Brandy Rhodes and Chyna colliding before their match. At F1 Climax May 2, ladies and gentlemen. Chyna in control of Brandy Rhodes right now. Brandy taking back control, it seems, and with an elbow to the back, to the upper back, right in the center of Chyna's shoulder blades. Takes Chyna down with Chyna, of course, back in control for the time being. 2 count on Brandy Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes, of course, winning a #1 contenders triple threat match between herself, Rosemary, and Rhea Ripley. Sorry, and that butcher very last one. Yeah, Brandy won last week. Chyna came out to have a bit of a stare down. She did not come alone, did Chyna. She had her Clique running buddies out there with her, and I gotta believe that Brandy, if she didn't have the Elite connections, would have been in a lot of trouble. But Brandy, in response to seeing the Clique come out, simply smiled and pointed to the other entranceway from in the building last week, and out came the Elite. Cody, Kenny, both the Bucks, Hangman, Dustin, even Ibushi came out last week. The whole of the Elite came out to, send the Clique running scared, because they want a fight, but not a fair fight, it seems. Does the Clique... Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just had a really good stretch coming there. Cody sending Kevin Nash into his respective corner and a clothesline, taking Kevin Nash down, tagging in his wife Brandy, and Brandy with a flying splash off the top rope, dropping a knee to the back of the head of Kevin Nash to the ring, and sidewalk slam by Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash showing that he does not care, male or female, he will. Put you down hard.
Apparently came unplugged. I don't know why, but it did.
Cody Rhodes first to his feet after taking Chyna down with what appeared to be a Russian leg sweep, and now swinging neck breaker. Chyna realizing being overhead when it comes to Cody, tagging in Kevin Nash, who definitely has the size advantage here, using it for this headlock on Cody Rhodes. Wait a second now, and suplex. Suplex by Cody Rhodes to Kevin Nash. Nash now sending Cody to the other side of the ropes, and a sidewalk slam for good measure. Going for the cover and does Kevin Nash too, and Cody kicks out. Cody kicks out very forcefully. And Nash elbow to the upper back of Cody Rhodes, tagging in Chyna again. Chyna sees right. Chyna stopping in her place when she realized that Brandy was going to be tagged in. And flying clothesline by Brandy Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. And I honestly don't know what to call it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my apologies. I know what it's supposed to be called, but when it comes to the female body, not gonna lie, I do not know what to call it. So my apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. Still a very effective maneuver, clearly, as you can tell. But yeah, I just don't know what to call it when it comes to the female body in that area. Well, I know what that area is called, but I don't know what the move exactly would be called. And now Brandy, I guess to lick her wounds, if you will, tagging in Cody Rhodes, and Chyna, of course, tagging in Kevin Nash. I guess we're somewhat keeping it guys facing guys and girls facing girls. Kevin Nash now went for the pin, but Cody kicking out. Cody now picking up Kevin Nash again, and it's a wing neck breaker. Cody now. We're going shot for shot between Cody and Kevin Nash, and Cody gets the win and does not even go down, ladies and gentlemen. Up with my mic, ladies and gentlemen. It just keeps cutting in and out. Kevin Nash now with sending Cody to the ring ropes, but Cody managing to catch himself. Both Cody and Kevin Nash down. Cody first to his feet. Kevin Nash not too far behind him. Wait a second. There's no way Cody's going first. Cody with the vertebreaker! 2.9. 18 minutes, 45 seconds, and what an amazing tag team contest we have between Cody and Brandy Rhodes taking on China, the FRW Women's Champion, and Big Sexy Kevin Nash of the Click. It's the Elite versus the Click here in tag team action. Preview match for the FRW Women's Championship. Brandy and China going one-on-one with the Women's Championship on the line. F1 Climax, Night 2. And we have a 3 count. China gets the win over Cody Rhodes. And China now. China just elbowed Brandy across the face. Now come on now, China. Come on. China. China! Jackknife powerbomb to Brandy Rhodes onto the... My God! Apron of the ring. She took a page out of Kevin Nash's playbook. I cannot believe that she just did that to Brandy Rhodes. And here comes the Elite. Here comes the Elite. Kevin Nash saying, let's go. Kevin Nash is doing the probably smartest thing right now. Nick Jackson has to stay out here for his match against JT Dunn. As does Matt Jackson. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks coming out to, I would assume, lend a hand, like taking out the Click there. I seriously cannot believe that we just saw China do that to Brandy Rhodes. How despicable, how low can you get, ladies and gentlemen? The Click always has an answer. I don't know why I'm always surprised when they do so. Unfreaking believable, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Jackson already in the ring, as I said. His match is next against JT Dunn. The Elite making their way to the back through the crowd here, as it seems. JT Dunn already on his way to the ring with Chris Hero in tow. This is a preview match for the Tag Team Championship match between the Young Bucks and Death by Elbow. So not only are the Elite going against the Click, they're also going against the Rebellion. It's a three-way faction war, from the scenes of it. Both men sizing each other up again. Snapmare by JT Dunn to Nick Jackson, and Nick missing with the jumping Insegura kick and a double axe handle. Kamagoye! 1 minute into, just over a minute into this match, and JT Dunn hits Kamagoye! 67 seconds into this match, JT Dunn hits Kamagoye, powerbomb with a bridge, only a 1 count. JT Dunn is not playing, is not taking things lightly here. He knows how good Nick Jackson is. He knows how crazy and how good Nick Jackson is. He needs to go crazy in this matchup. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Nick was oh no, a second! Kamagoye! Never mind! Death by elbow! It's death! death by knee as JT Dunn has hit Nick Jackson not once, but twice with his knee with the Kamagoye. Dunn now. The camera had to look at Matt Jackson on the outside, and again, I wonder if Matt's gonna get involved here with this matchup. Does not seem to be, from the looks of it. JT Dunn catching himself in the ropes, missing with death by elbow, the rolling elbow strike, the discus elbow strike, whatever you want to call it. And dragon screw leg whip to JT Dunn by Nick Jackson there. And dragon screw leg whip again to Dunn. That's the experience factor there. Not going for it one time, they're going for it twice to really attack the leg and knee there. Sending Dunn into the corner, and Dunn managing to break himself out of it. Back in control now. Running elbow drop, but missing just by a hair, though, it seemed there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, and again, swinging neck breaker by Nick Jackson. Surprisingly enough. And, oh, back elbow strike. Back elbow strike there. And, oh! Straight jacket, belly to belly suplex by Dunn too. Nick Jackson there, and a swinging neck breaker again. Swinging neck breaker again, this time going for the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Chris Hero though, running into the ring. Death by elbow! Chris Hero just hit Nick Jackson with the elbow strike, and referee Dr. Morton has no choice but to call for the bell. JT Dunn jumping right up, down, death by elbow to Matt Jackson, taking him down before he can get in the ring. JT Dunn and Hero now with the double stomp attack onto Nick Jackson. What the hell? What the hell is this now? Come on, this is not right. This is not right, ladies and gentlemen. This is not right. Here comes the Elite. Here comes the Elite. What are JT Dunn and Chris Hero doing, ladies and gentlemen? Is this really what they are willing to do to keep all the momentum on their side? Unfreaking believable, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Unbelievable. The Elite having to come out twice. Is the Rebellion going back to their evil ways now just to keep the titles in their group? Is it really worth it, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, really, is it really worth it? Well, whatever, ladies and gentlemen. We move on now to the Lumberjack match. Dan Moff and Jeff Hardy will be competing in one-on-one action. The Lumberjacks are the remainder in the #1 contenders bracket. Lumberjacks will be coming out to Osprey's theme all at once. And here we go to the ring for those introductions of the Lumberjacks. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a Lumberjack match. Introducing first. And the Lumberjacks are as followed. The Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay. The Bulldozer, Matt Tremont. And King Khan Bruiser Brody. Followed up by the A-list superstar, The Miz. The Prince, Finn Balor, and the last real outlaw of professional wrestling, Stan the Lariat Hansen. Alright, the Lumberjacks are in the ringside area. Their one job in this matchup is to keep both Moth and Jeff Hardy in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Now, from Jersey City, New Jersey, he is from Bayonne, New Jersey, he is the Bayonne badass, Dan Moth. So Moth's Lumberjacks are Ospreay, Tremont, and fellow Suzuki member Bruiser Brody, while Jeff Hardy's Lumberjacks are The Miz, Finn Balor, and Stan Hansen. Believe this is all completely randomized, ladies and gentlemen. We had the names out of the hat, ladies. We really put their names in a hat and picked them. So we picked the first two names, which are Dan Moth and Jeff Hardy. Those are going to be the actual wrestlers in this match. Then we picked the names Brody, Ospreay, and Tremont for Moth, and then the remainder three. Look at me, I don't think Jeff wants his Lumberjacks to be Balor, Miz, and Hansen, but you know, that's just how the pickings went. Like I said, we put literally all 8 names into a hat and picked them at random. Contest, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the tag match, first time ever. This next match is a main event anywhere else. The Undertaker teaming up with Tomohiro Ishii to take on the Cleaner, Kenny Omega and Sting. And of course, our main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Nick fucking Gage. No disqualifications. No, well, of course, countouts because you know it's Fire Girl. But yeah. No disqualification. Shawn Michaels somehow weaseled his way into being special guest referee. And so yeah, he weaseled his way into being special guest referee, but my response to that is if he wants to be in the F1 Climax, hold on, Dan Moth, 2.9 on Jeff Hardy. Y'all know Moth's history on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. He's known to have some match of the year candidates, so I'm very excited to see how he favors against Jeff Hardy. Hell, I'm excited to see how he favors against everyone in the F1 Climax if he moves on in the tournament. I mean, keep in mind, it's all randomized, ladies and gentlemen, besides Tremont and Ospreay, who wants their match to go. Moth missing with the discus lariat. Like Tremont and Ospreay did not have to qualify in terms of a match. Ospreay came out after Tremont's match against Takeda at Deathapalooza and challenged him to a rematch from the M2 Climax that went to the 30-minute draw in that 2 out of 3 falls match. But now, in this match, no time limits at all in the F1 Climax. They are giving all the time in the world as Dan Moth hits the Lariato onto Jeff Hardy. Hardy now with the twist of fate onto Dan Moth. So I just had to take a quick sip of my water. And Moff with a stalling gorilla press slam. And oh, Hardy with a stunner-looking maneuver to Moff. Taking down Moff with an elbow strike. He was a bit groggy, was Moff, so that's entirely believable there that Moff would go down after an elbow strike, despite the size advantage that Moff has over Jeff Hardy. Discus, set out, powerbomb, 2.9 by Dan Moff, for Dan Moff, I should say, on Jeff Hardy. Now that's the Moff I'm used to, ladies and gentlemen, here on this channel. That's the Moff we're all used to. This is going to be one hell of a match. And so far, we have not needed the use of the Lovers Hall on now. Hold on, no way. No way. Dragon suplex off the top rope. Dan Moff is out for blood in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. He is out for blood. Pop-up flapjack on the Jeff Hardy. Hardy now sending Moff into the corner now. Hardy now. If this match is any indication, if they get paired off in the F1 Climax, I cannot wait to see what they do without a time limit, because this could go the full 45 minutes. It is possible when it comes to Dan Moff, and the Lumberjacks not doing a damn thing. So, the twist of fate on the outside. The Lumberjacks are letting him brawl, ladies and gentlemen. The Lumberjacks are letting him brawl on the outside. I should have expected this, ladies and gentlemen. I really should have expected this. I mean, honestly, I really should have expected this. They're going to let Jeff Hardy and Moff brawl due to the fact that the longer they brawl, the more damage they put. Hold on now. Moff, burning hammer! Sending Jeff Hardy to the outside! Moff going to let the count out go. And now Hardy going for the chair. This is not no disqualifications, but referee's discretion. No, there's no way. Moff, burning hammer! Just barely missing the chair. Did Jeff Hardy, but Moff took off the chair there, ladies and gentlemen. Moff took on the chair, which is why he could not capitalize on that second burning hammer. Hardy sending, missile drop kick. Missile drop kick, jumping missile drop kick by Jeff Hardy there. Shin breaker by Hardy. Moff going down after the kick. Back elbow strike, playing a bit of Boston there. Discus Parade Buster! Moff can't capitalize though with a pin. Moff can't even roll himself over. Now both men getting up. Moff able to fight. Snap. Lariato, forcing Jeff Hardy to do a backflip. Does Dan Moff. Hardy now. Wait a second. Hardy and suplex, sending Jeff Hardy to the outside. Sending Jeff Hardy to the outside to the floor. Hardy grabbing another chair. Jeff Hardy sending Dan Moff to the outside again. We got a 2. We got a 3. And Moff in at a 3 count of the 20 count of the count out there by referee Roxanne Winter. Though, like I was saying earlier, the Lumberjacks not doing their job in this match is actually smart. Wait a second. No! Frankensteiner from the top rope! Jeff Hardy on the top now, waiting for Moff to get up. Swanton bomb to the back of Moff's head, taking Moff down. Running clothesline. Hardy with a scoop slam to Moff. Hardy again. Punch straight to Moff's head. Moff sending Hardy to the corner. What is Moff doing now with Jeff Hardy? Moff, there's no. Burning hammer, assisted burning hammer! Moff can't capitalize again. Yeah, the Lumberjacks are actually playing it very smart here, the more I think about it, due to the fact, not again. Assisted burning hammer! The fourth burning hammer of the match! Moff going to the ropes! Lariato! Moff again! Again, the Lumberjacks are playing it smart here. Discus! Set out powerbomb! Goes for the cover! 1, 2! Dan Moff gets the win in this amazing back and forth contest between himself and Jeff Hardy! And The Miz The Miz jumping in the ring, going for skull crushing finale. No, Muff Jackson goes for burning hammer. The Lariat by Stan Hansen. And now Bruiser Brody going after heads, and they're brawling now. Those shots are hard. Miz back in. So Spanish fly by Will Ospreay. Tremont now. Tremont now. Tremont now. Put a burning hammer of his own onto Ospreay. Ospreay managing to flip out of it. Balor now with a missile drop kick to Ospreay. All 8 men now are going at it with each other. All 8 men are now going at it with each other here in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The match is over. They're all going for each other. Security and then some. The referees are out here now. Security's out here, both Arena and FRW, to separate all 8 men. Save it for y'all. God. That's right, you heard me. You heard me. All 8 of you, I don't give a shit. I will find all 8, a whole new set of 8 participants to replace all of you if you don't stop brawling right here and right now. You want in the F1 Climax, you want to stay in the F1 Climax, then knock it off. Sick of all this brawling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, finally got it settled. So we move on to Kenny Omega and Sting versus Undertaker and Tomohiro Ishii. You thought the last match was good. This is a main event caliber athletes, all former world champions here, ladies and gentlemen. Omega and Sting versus Undertaker and Ishii. All 4 dream matches. All 4 can possibly happen in the F1 Climax. As we all know, Sting and Undertaker will collide for the first time ever. Omega and Ishii will have had matches in the past. But depending on how the brackets go, we could see Sting versus Omega. We could see Omega versus Undertaker. We could see Ishii versus Sting and Undertaker. That's just how it'll work out. I'm just ready to see who the finals of the world's title bracket will be. Oh, there's Undertaker. I wonder why it took them so long to come out. And referee Blaze Greenfield calling for the bell here, ladies and gentlemen, as we kick things off with the dream match of dream matches, ladies and gentlemen. Undertaker versus Kenny Omega. Believe me, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but I really hope the Undertaker and Kenny Omega meet in the F1 Climax at some point. Even if it does mean that Sting does not move on. But yeah, at the same time, I almost wish Sting wins because I want to see Omega versus Sting as well.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
ICW just tweeted, yeah, if you're going to ICW No Holds Barred Volume 5, then Pejano will have a meet and greet before the show, so, you know, if you're going, that's something to look forward to. Damn mic every time, I swear, ladies and gentlemen. Ishii tagging in The Undertaker to go against Omega here. Omega now. Oh, Undertaker with a punch to the face. Oh, sending Undertaker into Ishii. And oh, tagging in Sting now. First time ever this confrontation is happening. Has never happened in a one-on-one sense. With the characters of The Undertaker and Sting as the Crow for all the assholes in the world to say, it's actually happened before, like when Undertaker's name Mark. That's not how dream matches work. Dream matches are either how the wrestler wrestles today in the style of Kenny Omega and let's just say Seth Rollins, because I know they've had a match before, Triple Threat with Daniel Bryan, but it's how Kenny Omega wrestles now, or in a lot of people's mind, Kenny Omega in New Japan versus Seth Rollins now. For The Undertaker and Sting dream match, for those that like to be smartasses about it, it's the character of The Undertaker, not Mean Mark Callis, the character of The Undertaker, the Dead Man, the Phenom, versus
the Crow Sting, the Sting that went against the NWO for a year.
So yes, for the first time ever, that match is happening at the F1 Climax in the World Title Bracket. So, shut up! Super kick! Kenny Omega hits super kick onto The Undertaker. The Undertaker's still fighting. Shoulder tackle onto Omega, hits The Undertaker. Undertaker now. Undertaker. Super kick! Omega with a super kick onto The Undertaker! Oh! Wait a second now. Wait a second now. Choking Omega was The Undertaker and lets him go. Undertaker now with punches to the midsection. Probably the best striker in professional wrestling is The Undertaker. He can hit you from anywhere at any angle. Omega now pick up The Undertaker for a Kataro Crusher. An Undertaker with his flying clothesline looks right at Sting as he gets up. Just stares Sting right in the eyes. Gets him now going for a cover. Only gets a 2 count on the cleaner. Omega now hooking the leg for a Fisherman Brainbuster. Fisherman Brainbuster by the cleaner to the dead man. Omega now, back elbow strike. I don't know what Omega was going for there, but Undertaker saw it coming and hits Omega with a back elbow strike. Omega going for a cover, too close to the rope, says referee Blaze Greenfield. Sending Sting into the rope, says The Undertaker. Flying clothesline from Undertaker again, this time with Sting though. Joey, she has not been involved in this match all that much. It's been all Undertaker's match here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Johnson sent me a post on. So, okay, it's Worlds Collide Wednesday on this page. So, apparently the AEW roster has gone back in time to invade Nitro. And staying with a Tombstone, Lee was looking right at Undertaker. It's not important. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3! Looking at the Undertaker the entire time. Sting and Undertaker will collide. And the lights are out! The lights are out! Lights are back on! The Undertaker's gone! The Undertaker's gone!
Apologies for the shitty Undertaker impersonation.
Sting at the F1 climax. You think it's cute to hit the tombstone in front of me? Believe me, there's only one true icon in this world, and you are not it. My tombstone will ensure that you will have your final resting place. Staying August 10th, you will rest in peace. The Undertaker has said his piece, ladies and gentlemen. August 10th, it'll be The Undertaker. It'll be Sting. World's title bracket. First round match. Who will win this first time ever altercation? We'll find out August 10th. But now, we move on. It's Nick Gage. It's Stone Cold. One-on-one, first time ever, no disqualification. Shawn Michaels is the special guest referee. The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a no disqualification match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the special guest referee from San Antonio, Texas. He is representing the Click. He is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels not as happy as he probably would have been coming out had his original plan been in effect. But like I said, I told him earlier tonight, if he tries to screw Stone Cold over in this matchup, he will not be in the F1 Climax, and I'll find a suitable replacement. From National Park, New fucking Jersey, it's Nick fucking Gage. From Victoria, Texas, he is Stone Cold Steve Austin, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring. This could be a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. And Nick Gage, I don't think, has any personal beef with Stone Cold. It's just, as we all know, Shawn Michaels handed off a briefcase to Nick Gage last week, and Gage just went after Stone Cold for some reason. Yeah. Hold on. Oh. Stone Cold would have dropped toehold onto Gage. So yeah, Gage was paid I would assume a large sum of money to go after Stone Cold, because believe me, his problems in this tournament are with Vader. He's focused. We interviewed Nick Gage last week after the show, and Gage said, I don't give a fuck about Stone Cold or Shawn Michaels, but when I see money, I'm gonna fuck anyone up for money. So obviously Shawn Michaels paid off Nick Gage to go after Stone Cold, but Stone Cold challenging Gage to a match here, no disqualification. Gage then said, no, but I'm not gonna let someone punk me out. I'm going to fight, especially someone as tough as Stone Cold. Nick Gage admitted, hey, this is a dream match of his. And he's ready to go. No disqualifications, of course, in this matchup. Also, DDT by Nick Gage. DDT by Nick Gage. Gage now. Uh-oh, we're going shot for shot. This is what I've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Shot for shot. Stone Cold Nick Gage is gonna win. Gage, Austin gets the win. Austin gets the win. Stone Cold with a back elbow strike. Shawn Michaels yelling at Stone Cold. I don't think Stone Cold can really focus on Shawn here. Hold on. One. Okay, only one count. A very well-paced count there by the Heartbreak Kid. And taking him down with a suplex. We got a 2. There are still countouts here in this matchup. That's the referee's discretion. I guess Shawn Michaels wants to... Oh, flying elbow drop missing does Nick Gage. Stone Cold managing to move out of the way. Austin now going for the cover. 1, 2, and Nick Gage kicks out. Nick fucking Gage kicking out. And suplex by Stone Cold again. Both going for a kick to the midsection. Gage missing, but I think Stone Cold managed to get a little bit of contact there. Stone Cold 1, 2, only a 2 count. Only a 2 count, says referee Shawn Michaels. And a spine buster by Stone Cold. Stone Cold just can't wait to get his hand. Austin cannot wait to get his hands on Shawn Michaels. He's been holding back, waiting for the right opportunity. Just waiting for the F1 Climax first round. Believe me, and now Shawn asking Michaels asking Austin if he wanted to give up, saying no. Austin, of course, saying no. Not going to give up is Stone Cold. Gage flipping off a person wearing an Austin shirt saying Gage sucks. You not want to make Gage angry at you. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, you not want to make Nick Gage mad at you. And a lariat by Gage to Austin. Going for the cover does Gage. 2.9. 2.9 for Nick Gage. Gage now with the choke breaker to Stone Cold. Will Austin lose his choke breaker? 2.9. Austin kicked out. Austin kicked out. Shawn Michaels saying, God damn it. He said, God damn it, I saw it. But by God. Gage is bleeding now. Austin has opened up Gage. Nick Gage is busted wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Austin has opened up Nick fucking Gage. Austin now. Spine buster! Flurry of punches by Austin again. DDT. Spiking the DDT does Nick Gage. Yep. Picking up Austin. And Gage. Rolling elbow strike! Going up to the top rope for an elbow drop. Will Nick Gage? And a running power slam by Gage to Austin. Gage now. Oh. Austin now back in control over Nick Gage here. Austin taking Gage down. Austin. Sending Gage into the corner. Pool of blood by Nick Gage. Where Nick Gage was laying. Throwing another pool right there. Austin cannot capitalize on Gage, but Gage a little bit groggy there. Austin now picking Gage up again. Giving the double bird, does not go for a stunner. He usually follows it up with a stunner when he flips the bird to any of his opponents. Gage has already hit the choke breaker on to Austin. Imagine the pop in this arena if Austin manages to hit the stunner on a Nick Gage. 1, 2, 3. Nick Gage gets the win. Nick Gage gets the win. Nick Gage gets the win. Wait a second, Shawn Michaels picking Austin up. Shawn Michaels going for the super kick now. Austin stunner. Is Austin gonna hit the stunner? No. Shawn Michaels managing to break out of the stunner. Oh, I knew it. I knew that Shawn Michaels is gonna do something after the match. And here comes Vader. Here comes Vader. Going after Shawn Michaels. Michaels running out of the ring. Gage and Vader! Going for it! Going shot for shot now! Gage and Vader are going shot for shot! Gage being turned around by Austin! Austin going for the stunner! But Gage shivving! Gage had a shiv! Gage is stabbing Stone Cold! Vader now for going fist punching Gage! It's a brawl now! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mikey from the front. We'll see you next week! 7-way scramble between the one step